Ugh. All right. Think. Oh wait. There you go. Right. Right. Hi everyone. Again, let me know if you can hear. I just saw 23 mention. Make sure to change the chat to live chat instead of top chat. And hi everyone. So when I'm here, I can't scroll the chat, so I'm probably gonna miss some people, but I saw that Lana is here. I saw that Box of Paint is here. Hello! It's really nice to see you. Hi, Paolo. Hi, 23. Hi, Burley. Hi, Jill. I saw that someone named Artist Wonder is here. I think you might be new, so hi and welcome. I'm already hot, so I'm gonna remove my sweater. It's wonderful. Okay. Hey, Busy Bee, hello. Hi, everyone. Hi. I hope you guys are doing well. Art and Wonder is curious. Oh, Curiouser and Curiouser. Hey, hello. I have a little show and tell today. Well, yeah, I guess. I bought myself a surprise and having our old shed turned into a studio office and the people are insane and no schedule, just day to day. Oh my gosh, how do they function? Install something in the wrong place but should be done by end of next week. Oh my gosh. Oh, can hear and see. Okay, cool. It's always a bit of a worry to, start yapping and rambling and I'm gesturing that you can see, but anyway, and then realize that the audio doesn't work. I did some more tweaks to the audio. Hopefully it works out fine. We've talked about it for years and decided we want to be adults and have real guest rooms again. And I mean, the prospect of having an art shed is such a good one. Like it's the dream, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, little show and tell, just quickly. Because I'm kind of happy to be done, even though it's not perfect, okay? So done is better than perfect. But I just recently finished refinishing, if you want, this vintage set. So I stripped all the old enamel and cleaned it up, sanded it up, and then I spray painted it again. And eventually I will give it a try. Like, I don't really know if this enamel spray paint is good for paint. That's gonna be perhaps the most stressful element, but it's really nice to have this palette be all, clean and good, and I've taken care of the rust, so that's a good thing. Now I just have to see how this deals, like how this manages over time, but I think it turned out like well enough for someone who had no idea what they were doing. And I have quite a few other palettes that I'm currently trying to refinish. Awesome job spray painting. Yeah, you can say that because you don't see it from too close, but I mean it's fine. It's fine. Like it's okay. It's the best I can do with the setting I have, which means I have to go outside and pray for no wind and no weird thingamajig that will land in the paints, you know. Oh my gosh, box of paint. So yeah, so that done is better than perfect. Yep. So yeah, and this is the paints that, well, except for this one, the yellow was all finished. But these are the pans and the paints that came with this set originally, so I was able to fit them in, back in, and they still work perfectly well. They're still very nice, so I'm glad. And now I just have to finish the other palettes. Like, this is part of one of them that I'm letting cure, and it's a bajillion thing, but then it's gonna be cold, and I'm probably gonna have to put a pin in that project and finish it next year, I guess. Ugh. Have you tried making a painting box or all boxes? I use a kind of a, I can show you my very MacGyver project spray setting. I'm following along with your I will make a more thorough video when I've like finished multiple palettes, so I can share my observation and experience, like stuff like how the very strong alcohol can melt some of the old finish on some tins, and all kinds of little tips and tricks that I you know, figured out while working on this. But I don't think I'll be able to manage a full process, like from a old palette to refinished, because there's so many steps and so many things along the way that my choices are often either I work on it or I record it. I can't sort of do both. But yeah, so my spray setup is I use these old these trays for canned food for cats, and I've put a okay, this is a good one. Some of them have my address on it because they're old, like receipts, and I open it and I spray, and then I can sort of carefully put this back on and let it dry. It's a bit protected. But yeah, it's difficult. As you can see, my spray painting job on this one messed up for some reason, and there's these weird dark lines around it, but yeah. So that's what I've been using. I don't really have a box, because the issue with a box is that I would need like a teeny tiny Lazy Susan in the middle so I can rotate my the thing that I want to spray paint. And yeah, so this is, I also have one that's a pizza box that I use for spray painting. Yeah, we do with what we have, right? Isopropyl is a miracle and cursed. Seriously, it's the hold on, what's the? Oh my gosh, I'm old. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the 99% isopropyl. And I use it a lot because it's good for, like I said, softening some finishes or just like making them into goo. And also, when I'm like done sanding a piece of metal, I use this to clean it up because it evaporates much faster. So there's perhaps less chance of water staying in there and causing rust, because rust happens really quickly. So it's really good for that. Yep. Spray box is totally fine. Yeah, it works out okay. It's a bit annoying when the paper kind of touches the surface you've just painted, but it's only happened once. For the inside, I use enamel spray paint. Sometimes use paint for radiator. That's what I did. The spray paint I use is enamel paint. It is just here. So this is the white. It's matte white, and then I have glossy gray for the exterior. The matte white dries much faster and kind of smells a bit less. But yeah. It's working out okay. Hey, Colorsmith, hi! Hello! I need to get to the pot office. Oh my gosh, that's such a funny sentence. Unwillingly. You have to go to the pot office to send Lana special tea. Sorry. How about installing an S hook in a bigger box? I mean, it could work, but I don't have any S hooks. I was trying to make do with what I have on hand, so I'm like using a bit of old framing wire and toothpicks for some things, and like yeah. And here I have this little doodle that I'm gonna try painting. I also have this one. I'm doing my very best to figure out how to use this stupid paper tape. Because I was talking with a friend who did a lot of professional painting for hold on. Brain cannot do two things at once. Okay, yeah, professional painting for animation productions. And yeah, she swear by this tape. And I was like, how do you even make it work? I've tried a bunch of things a long time ago, and it just didn't really work out. You know, it was just annoying. And yeah, so I sort of asked her for tips and tricks, and she shared a few. She got me boards similar to the ones that she used to use. I'm gonna try all of that, but this was my first attempt, and it's not perfect. Like I don't know why the paper decided to get unglued in some areas. I don't know. A cheap hanger. Oh, a hanger might work. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The thing is, it would be really handy for the pieces that I have to spray white all over. It wouldn't really work for the pieces that I have to spray just the outside. Oh, no, because I tape off the inside. Okay. Good idea. Good MacGyver idea. I'm keeping this in mind. The advantage of the hanger is that, you know, the way a hanger is shaped, the triangular part would stop it from like going lower. Like it would help in staying in staying put and to rotate the thing too. That's clever. It's very clever. Why am I getting up? Why am I getting... Oh, eraser. The paper is the gummed one that you have to wet so it gets sticky. And to try, I looked at my Pinterest board and found a photo I had saved that I thought was inspiring. And I'm gonna try to paint the mood from the photo from memory. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, 23. No, I don't think you missed all that much. Just me yapping as usual. So I'm lightening the sketch a little bit by dabbing my eraser on it. It picks up just a little bit of the graphite. And yeah, the thing is there's gonna be a step where it's gonna be like wet and wet, but then I kind of have to let it dry. So I'm probably gonna have to figure out something else to sketch while the thing dries. As usual. Okay. I have my my box of brushes of choice, or current brushes, just here. Except for the one I'm looking for. Oh, it's here. Ugh. this little guy. And gonna try this one. The gummed paper tape you have to wet thoroughly and push into the board. I'll definitely, I mean, I have to do more tests because I soaked the paper and then I was referencing a book, an older book that I have. Because the thing is not a lot of people necessarily use these methods nowadays. And it can be a bit like I'm looking for my words. We kind of have an issue with, we have a fair number of teachers, but very few mentors. And not a lot of people are actually like, if you let me use that expression, but true professionals. Here? Yeah, okay, that works. Why is there schmutz on this? Ew, what's that? Ew! Oh, I know what it is! Oh, the little shit! Oh, that's litter. Oh, my cat is such a little shit. Oh. Oh, Banano! Hello, Shiro! Hello, baby! Shiro is here. Me have very little wisdom. Hey, Wildflower, hello! Hi, Gabor, hello! People yelling at each other outside. At your place? What are they yelling about? No, not on the palette, on the towel. Because this is a very recent, no, not like the cat's toilet. The clay from the cat's toilet. So recent development, Scout has taken to drinking the forbidden water, which is the paint water. And I'm not really used to this new behavior yet, so I often forget to cover up my water bowls when I have to get up to do something. And she's very sneaky. And she must have stepped, this probably was like here at some point. And she stepped on it with her paw full of litter. And she left the litter on my towel. She's committing crimes, that one. I don't know what their yelling sounds. Ooh. And I can't get her to stop drinking the forbidden water, which is, you know, really annoying. I don't want her to drink that. Oh, no, not poop, just clay. Just like the... Yep, it is the mini Roman Schmal palette. That I really should keep the swatch card. Like where I can reference. I need a bigger brush. I do not have the kind of brush that I want in here. Yeah, okay. There is a quinacridone gold in the palette. Oh, it's visible here. Doopy doop. There was something bigger you could put in the water that... yeah. Oh, but no, she's just being a little butt because, you know, my water paint setup, there's 2 bowls, and one is the swamp juice, and then the other is clean water, and she, on purpose, goes to drink the swamp juice. There's perfectly fine water next to it, but nope, she drinks the forbidden one. Hey, potato pirate! Y'all, I'm already having an amazing day. Woke up to a power outage, then a disturbing sound came from AC closet, so I opened it to check and found a completely unrelated... Oh no! What the heck? Ugh. Has Rummage Mall in you? Not as far as I know, but I haven't checked in a bit. There could be one, and I just wouldn't know about it. Oh, is there a way I can mix a really dark color from these? Might be able to do it with the Perylene and the magenta, maybe. Yeah, okay, that works. Things can only get better. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Now I have to let that dry. Probably gonna take forever because it is juicy. But yeah, so far I'm not... For the lengths I went through to soak this paper and stretch it, it's still buckling. Maybe it's supposed to. Okay. And I have another one here. Oops. Oh my gosh, did I just... Okay. I think I took off a chunk of my gator board. Oops. All right. Yeah, maybe it's the paper that's not the best. It's usually fine, but it's hold on. Somewhere. It is cotton paper, and it's from this one. SMLT Art. Professional quality watercolor paper, 100% cotton. 300 GSM. I'm actually grateful for the power outage, or I wouldn't have known for even longer. Looks like it's already been going for days. Oh. What does that mean, Carly Smith? I don't think I've heard that expression before. Yes, I stretched the paper in the past. Still buckles during painting, but it turns flat afterward. I soaked it for... I don't know. Depending on the source, some people will tell you to soak it for 2 minutes. Some people will tell you to soak it for 15 minutes. So I'm not entirely sure. Oh, the paper, hold on. That's the paper. I soaked it, but the thing is I also have this great paper stretcher here, the Ken Brumley one. And that paper, you wet it and it doesn't buckle. It doesn't move. It is flat, which is great. But yeah, so definitely definitely learning curve with this. Oh! Oh, jabbed! Why did it autocorrect with P's? What the heck? 2 vaccines. Hey, good job. I have to do that. I'm due. That paper cover looks too fancy. Has anyone tried gluing paper down to cardboard or chipboard? I haven't tried it personally, but I'll have to remember to share a tutorial on the Discord about it. But you basically use matte medium to completely tape your watercolor paper to chipboard. You let it dry, and then you can paint. And yeah, I think it works out well. So I guess depending on the backing you use, it might still bend a bit, depending. Like it won't buckle like this, but the whole surface might like not stay flat, if that makes sense. This is not like not good. That some fixing. Might do it in 2 steps. Perhaps I'll do the orange glow on a second pass. Oh, crap. I missed what block buckles like crazy when I'm wet. What do you mean? I missed the beginning of that sentence. Sorry. Yeah, painting on the watercolor blocks, the paper will buckle, like it will wave. That makes sense? Yes, but I love waiting and prep work. For the paper stretcher? I know SMLT is a cheaper brand. Yeah, but I mean, I thought that since it's a cotton paper, it was worth trying it. You know, like any kind of, I didn't have any ash paper ready or something. Someone participating in Inktober. Oh, that sounds interesting, Galgas. Really nice project. Gum tape really freaks me out since I discovered it can be removed. Yep, you have to cut it out. That's one thing that is not made clear by a lot of the places I've seen that uses this paper is you can't remove it from the watercolor paper. You have to cut it out, so you have to keep a margin. There will be paper loss. Try using water on the back and putting on an acrylic board. It can help. Yep. That's great because if you don't tape it down, it still has room to expand and move. Soaked it for like 2-3 minutes, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that because the paper I used for that was inconsistent and behaved weirdly on the border. Oh yeah, I think for stretching paper, it's not recommended to do it with cellulose because it doesn't behave the same way that cotton do. You know about the cutting and plan. Yeah. Soak it much longer. The water will. Yeah, but I mean I will try. I will definitely try. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to use it, so definitely. Recently learned that gum tape is just made with gum arabic, so you can soak. Yeah, but the thing is, you risk messing up your painting if you do that, because you have to wet this so it absorbs through and releases the gum from the paper. But then your paper underneath, if the water like spreads out, you're kind of screwed. And the paper underneath will now be full of gum. So it might not be that great. Perhaps if you're stuck and you didn't leave a margin big enough, but otherwise, I don't think it's something that I will waste time. Paper type. This is this paper. Okay, I kind of sort of controlled the mess that was happening. Might be able to put that back down. This, I'm gonna grab my just my frames. There. Catfolk's list. I had instant ideas. Oh, that's great. I know that Fairy Little Peach does Peachtober. I put up a list of Catober prompts on the Discord. Oh yeah, maybe it's the duration. I sucked at 2 minutes because... Yeah, that's the same. Like, the one of the places I checked, the person said to soak the paper for like between 2 to 5 minutes. Sometimes it's longer. When I do the stretcher board from Ken Bromley, I use 90-pound paper because it's thinner, so it's easier to insert in the stretcher. And I know it's ready to go because it gets really limp. It soaks up kind of faster, so that one I don't have an issue with. But with the gum tape, there's more variables here, so... I did it with cellulose paper too, it did work quite well. Okay, good to know, good to know. When in doubt of warping, cover that bad boy. Warping paper, yeah. But how do you like painting on watercolor ground? It's kind of weird. I feel like this process with gum tape and stretching is so many steps and also wasteful paper and welded tape. In a way it is. I think you could probably use like the paper you cut off, the back of it, the watercolor paper, it could be used probably for like swatches like this, like testing out your color before painting. It's paper though, so it is perhaps a bit wasteful, but ultimately it's all biodegradable. But I try doing a little sort of round portrait illustration here. Find a new brand of good sketchbooks from Letterwish Handmade. That's really cool. Really, really cool. My favorite sketchbooks at the moment are the Talents Art Creation for sketching. I don't do paper stretching anymore because it took so much time. I think it really depends on what you want to paint. If you know you're gonna do a lot of wet and wet, it might be more interesting to wet your paper. And like bother with stretching it. But otherwise, and yeah, another option is the very heavy paper, but it's also very expensive. I usually don't really have an issue because I do very illustrative work, but yeah, I still wanted to try this out. I feel like it would be helpful if I could figure it out as someone who makes like watercolor content online. If I can then pass on the knowledge, well, that's a good way to prevent this from, you know, disappearing in a way. So I think it's a good thing that now there's a big push to use the gummed tape for packages. It has a good side and a bad side. The good side is that it's a whole lot more available now, though you often find the one with the fibers in it, which is a bit annoying. But then it also makes it so that this is now so expensive. It used to be really cheap. Now it's really expensive. I don't know. It's just craft paper with gum on it. Like, come on. The B watercolor paper is truly really nice. I don't know if it's still all that affordable, but it's a nice paper. I don't know about stretching or taping it though, but just as a, paper grab and go, it's really fine. Oh, I agree with you. Box of painting over watercolor ground does feel weird and hard to figure out the rules and surprise runs when the watercolor it's seriously. Yeah, if paper is bad, it makes it fun again. And if you have paper that's not meant to be watercolor paper, if you get the transparent ground, you can do something really fun with it, I'm pretty sure. Like, let's say you have some sort of thick paper, but that is for scrapbooking, and it has a like a print on it. Well, you could probably cover it up with watercolor ground a layer or two, and then paint on top of it, and that would be fun. Like, that's perhaps not for me, but I can see how that could be interesting. Oh, 600 GSM watercolor paper is really lovely. I like Fabriano. I have weird luck with Arch, but I still like it. I get that tape from the butcher for. Oh man, that's. Can you give me your butcher's contact? I might hit them up for for tape. Otto, hey, hi. So nice to see you, Otto. You can use watercolor ground on wood. I use clear watercolor ground on the book page. Yeah, that's the thing. You can sort of do a collage and then put the clear watercolor ground and then have some, I don't know, painting fun over it, something like that. Oh no. Otto. Aw. Though, what is preventing you from sleeping? Because you have to be tired at this point, right? For sure, is my husband. Aw, he orders it at work in bulk and sells. Oh, that's clever. Okay. Well, let him know that he could have a small side gig for selling it to. I don't know. But yeah, see, that's the thing. It shouldn't be that expensive, right? But like I was looking at the Clairefontaine roll online of that tape, and it's like $30. I'm like, I'm sorry, what now? One of them have gotten used to climbing my shoulder. Oh, that's lovely! We did an entire little travel themed notebook made from scrapbook paper coated with translucent watercolor ground. It's fun, but it is painted on acrylic. Oh, you painted it with acrylic on top of the watercolor ground. How did that work? Yeah, if I disappear... Okay, will do. Hopefully I'll be able to lull you into sleep or something. A case of 20 for maybe 70. What? Oh man, someone is really making bank with these. Oh, that's insane. Look. This is the most affordable roll I was able to find. It's 2 inches wide and 22 meters long, and that was like $8. I mean, I might not, you know, use a lot of it. I might decided that I gave it a try, and now it's time to stick to what I know. But oh my gosh, man, that price point! I hate paying tax. Well, the watercolor ground to me feels much the same as using watercolor. Oh, oh, that's a fair point. But it's a bit more spongy, right? It's weird because acrylic is usually so like smooth, but the watercolor ground has a very fine texture to it. The supplier is Hubert's Retail Supply. Okay. Are you in the States, or where are you located generally? Just so you know, guys, when I ask where someone is at or where you're at, you don't have to be really precise. Like, it's just to give an idea. Like, I don't want people to dox themselves. Oh, what flavor of ice cream was it? Oh, perhaps, I don't know, perhaps we shouldn't talk about food too much today. I don't think Otto would appreciate us talking about food. We could talk about sleep, though. That might summon. Hey, Louis! Hello! So nice to see you! Oh no, it's fine. Please talk about food. Okay. In the US, in Tennessee. Okay, okay. I'll see if I can find something similar, but in Canada. It has to exist, right? Hey, it is Mr. Dirty Blue. Hello. Welcome. Someone told me about correcting with white flash paint and painting over it with watercolor paints, but just small parts. But it's flash is what? It's matte acrylic. It's the vinyl paint, right? So it's still a plastic. I mean, it would work, but it would definitely be different. And you kind of have to account for that. I have a bit of a situation. Whenever I draw Shiro, Shiro is a tiny little female cat that is mostly white, and she is the cutest little thing. But I don't know what, she ended up with a little goatee. She has a patch of longer hair under her chin, so she has her little goatee. So whenever I want to draw her with the little goatee, kind of looks like it's a dude cat, but it's not a dude cat. It's Shiro. Elle est cute, hein? Popette. Maudite bonne question. I'm about to eat my first panna cotta. It's a coffee flavored dessert. Isn't that just a flan? I think it's just a flan usually, so it's usually vanilla and sugar. You can easily have them coffee flavored. That's a very easy flavor to add into it. But I think the basic one is just kind of vanilla, sugar, and it tastes of eggs a bit. They have supply catalogs for groceries and retail store, but I know someone can order direct. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Chris. Girl is like the rest of us perimenopausal ladies. Yeah, but she's a youngin. She's had the goatee since she was born. C'est quoi ce son là? Ah, c'est un écureuil. Something screeching outside. I'm gonna draw Shiro in the winter outfit I wish she had. Because things are getting cold. And he stays outside. He's a tough one. Yes, but panna cotta sounds fancier. I don't know, I think flan is quite cool. I think that's a cool name, isn't it? A flan. Un écureuil qui gueule là. Il est vraiment pas content. Oh. Flan, when you say it, Ev sounds very classy. When I say it, not so much. Flan. How do you say it? Yeah, that sound, the an sound in French seems to be very difficult for other languages to, you know, kind of wrap their tongue around. Flan. Flan. It's a bit like fla, but more at the end. The name doesn't make it any less delicious to me, so I don't get the need to call it something fancy. Crème caramel, yeah, that's what my mom used to call it too. The sort of quote unquote blend one, like the basic one. Crème caramel. Yep. And it's usually the way. What did my mom used to make it? I think that she put like a bunch of sugar at the bottom of the ramequin. And then the flan, and then it would cook. But the way they end, like, and you serve it like upside down. But I was always so mad that there would always be like this sugar candy stuck to the bottom of the ramequin, of the like little bowl. And there was no way you could get it out of there. It was like solid and stuck there. And it always bummed me out so much. Give me the caramelized sugar. I want I'm even more curious to taste it. Crème caramel sounds nice. Yep. Just flan. You put caramel on the bottom, not sugar. I don't remember what my mom would do, honestly. Maybe she would like make her own caramel at the bottom. But yeah, basically it would always end up with a good layer of sugar candy at the bottom. Isn't panna cotta like a milk pudding served with acidic? I guess it depends. I've never had it with berries, but It's basically like a sweet omelette that you make really, really smooth, because the thing that makes it puddingy is you put a bunch of eggs in it. Then I think you have to strain it. The pots of them from the grocery store, you turn over and tap the bottom and it floats. Oh man, that sounds amazing. I have a pretty decent French accent, but I find I often have to dumb down my pronunciation for Duolingo. If I pronounce things the way I was taught, oh, that's silly. I have to pretend I'm my cousin from Texas saying the phrases and then Duolingo. Oh no. I know. Okay. Hey, puppet. Panna cotta is not made. I think a creme caramel is definitely made with eggs or something. Or it would really taste like eggs for no reason. Dirty Blues version is what I thought. Lana cotta. Oh, that would be a fun one. As the name implies. What does the name mean then? Qu'est-ce qui se passe, puppet? We have a little cat drama going. I don't know if you probably can't hear her, but she's meowing. Elle a-tu de la bouffe? Just the custard, you use like 5 or 6. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm familiar with. But perhaps that's the flan one. And the panna cotta one is different. Cotta means cooked. Oh. Flan. Panna cotta means in Italian cooked cream. Oh, okay, okay. This coffee panna cotta, Italian-inspired dessert. Okay, cool. Sorry for being pedantic. No, that's fine. I mean, it's confusing because you kind of always have to find the middle ground between like local adaptation and then the OG cultural part of it. Like, where's it from and what language? What's the actual name for it? And I have to do the. I think the flan one is more like a custard and the panna cotta is not. Right? Bills, hello. Hi, hi, hi. I have to get the kitten food. Give me a sec. Tellement belle. You are. Right, I'm here. Okay. Whew. Cream milk sorry. Cream, milk, egg, sugar, coffee. So if it has egg in it, it's a flour panna cotta. Hello, cats of. Oh, I wish I had a cat garden. Oh, more cats. It's little Shiro. Shiro Banano. Always get scared of inspired by. Yeah, that's... You gotta be prepared for it to not taste like the actual thing at all. Hold on, a potato tortilla. What? Like, ricotta means twice cooked, but it is made with the whey. Mm. Even people of the same country have arguments about the traditional way of making a dish. Yeah, seriously. I think I'm going to attempt homemade gingerbread. Like the actual loaf of bread. Oh, that's... Ooh, Galgos, that's a... Ooh. That's a tough one. It tastes like coffee with vanilla creamer. I mean, that's good, right? How can you make gingerbread without ginger? Girl, you do have a cat garden. How many cats freaking? I mean, regulars we have 4 at the moment. Oh, maybe I should do a story time about my adventure, my cat adventures of the beginning of the week with a little lost cat. That was a weird start of the week. Very stressful. But I'm glad I did that on Monday because it was the last day of sort of warm weather. And a cat that's not used to being outside, that's somewhat skinny and has really short coat, would probably not enjoy the temperatures we've had. The cakey kind, the cookie kind. My mom made the best ginger snaps ever in the... What? How? What do you mean no one has the recipe? German gingerbread has no ginger. Well, it should have a different name then. How is it gingerbread? Okay, so, bit of context. Oh, I did this better. A while ago, about a month ago, we started noticing a new face at the windows, a new cat face. And we had never seen that one before, so it was like, oh, who's this guy? And then, shortly after, Mr. E saw the little wanted, like, lost cat poster for that specific cat face. And we were like, oh, okay, so it's a lost cat. And I call the person the number that's on the ad. And I tell them, oh, we've seen your cat. We're at this, like, location, this street, near this street, whatever. And yeah, and then I talk with them. And I'm finding bits and pieces of the backstory. And none of them were particularly good in the sense that this person who lost their cat lives a significant distance away from where the cat was lost. They were visiting a friend and they brought the cat along, don't ask me why. And then a window was open and the cat got out. And I was like, okay. And they were like, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that someone will be able to grab him. And I was like, yeah, he's kind of very skittish. Like, he's very scared of everything. So good luck catching him, you know? And yeah, that's how it ended, like, the first call I gave. Because I was like, the cat would still run away if we looked at him at the window. Like, he came to grab some food, but if we looked, he would just bolt. So, okay. And then over the month after that, we got, you know, more used to us, and I would keep giving the cat food. So it's a good way to sort of mollify a cat. But he was still very skittish. And eventually, on Monday, I was like feeding him, and I was a bit fed up, and I grabbed him, put him in a cat carrier, and I was like, okay, I've just caught this cat. I'm gonna try calling the owner. But the thing is, the owner has sort of a history of being difficult to reach. The first time I messaged them, like not the first time, but the second time, like about a week ago or something, I messaged them. I'm like, hey, I see your cat every day at this spot. I text them. And they took 2 days to answer that initial text. 2 days for someone who's lost their cat. It couldn't be me. It could not be me. If I had lost my cat, I would be on it like you wouldn't believe it. And so I was a bit okay. And then when I caught the cat finally on Monday, I started frantically trying to call the person, text the person. Nothing for an hour, no news, no nothing. So I was like, okay, after an hour of no news, I'm going to see if I can reach the local SPCA to see if they can come pick up the cat and keep him, because I cannot keep him in here. I have 2 cats of my own, and this cat, this particular lost cat, has got to be one of the loudest cat I have ever heard in my life. It was striking just how loud he could be. A tiny thing, but oh my gosh, man, loud, like almost to a level that it's uncomfortable, that you kind of want to plug your ears. And I was like, good grief. So I can't really keep him, right? I mean, it's not inside. So I kept him outside for a part of the day. He would have like quiet moments, but if someone or something came close to him, he would start howling again or yowling, whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh. At some point, it got a bit too hot on Monday, so we brought him in. I put him in the bathroom with the door closed, the lights off. It's cooler in the bathroom. It's nice. And I think he slept for a bunch of the afternoon then. So I was like, okay, cool. But still no news. And the SPCA that I had called, they told me that they would send someone to pick him up, but no one has shown up. I'm waiting, and hours go by, and hours, and we're like, okay. And then the phone rings, and I pick up, and it's the SPCA again. And they're like, yeah, I'm a different person than the one you talked to this morning. Can you just tell me the story again? Because I'm trying to figure out what to do. And I explain again. And they tell me that they're at capacity for cats, so they can't come pick him up. And now it's the end of the day. And I'm like, okay, so I don't want to, if I release him outside, I'm never going to be able to catch him again. He won't let me. So I'm just like, oh, dang it. So I'm a bit in a panic. I don't know what to do. And eventually, I don't even remember, but either the owner of the cat called me or I managed to like talk to them on the phone. Like I called again and they picked up. And I was like, oh my gosh. Ah, I caught your cat. Did you come pick him up or something? And the person is like, oh, but I live very far and I don't have the car right now. And I'm like, okay, well then the place you lost him from, like that's nearby. Perhaps I could leave the cat with that person. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. I'm gonna see like if I can get in touch with them. They try calling their friend, and the friend doesn't answer. So we're like, what the heck? And so this person, and I'm like, okay, well, they're like, okay, if I can't reach the person within the hour, I will come pick him up myself. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, how far are you? They're like, oh, about half an hour away. Okay, fair. So we wait. No news. After an hour, I call the person again. I'm like, okay, so what's up? So, and they eventually, text me back, and they're like, okay, we will come to pick him up. And I'm like, okay, half an hour. So we set the timer. We set the rendezvous point, and then just a bit before the rendezvous time, I head out. Turns out that they don't really live half an hour away, more like an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm just waiting outside for 45 minutes with a howling cat. And I'm just like frazzled at that point. And eventually they show up. And Good grief. So they grab the cat and they're like, oh, they didn't bring anything, like no carrier or anything, of course. But at that point, we had already agreed we're going to send the cat off with the carrier that we have and we can just buy a new one. Like, screw this. This is no longer, this has never been about the humans or anything around the lost cat thing. It's just about the cat. It's about getting this little guy home before it's too cold, before he, because he was not neutered, mind you. So we have an intact male cat. And yeah, so the idea was just to get him home so that he stops like terrorizing the other cats in the area, but because intact male cats are very territorial, they pee everywhere, they want to spread their genes and all that stuff. So we were really just focused on getting the cat home. So when the person showed up and they were like, oh, what they didn't know quite what to do. It was someone very young. Like, to be fair, they were very, very young. Perhaps it doesn't excuse a bunch of things, but it explains a bunch of things. And it was just like, you know what, take the carrier and just drive home, bring him home. And she was like, oh, but perhaps I could bring it back. I'm like, yeah, if you ever come to visit your friend in the area again, you can text me, bring the carrier, I'll go pick it up, whatever, something. Whatever. Just grab your cat, bring him home, get him ballless. And that's it. So they leave, and I was like, oh, finally. But it was like, what, 8, 9 at night? We hadn't eaten yet. And it was just like a very frazzling day. But hopefully with a good ending. I've tried, reaching out to the person, asking if everything was good with the cat. But of course, they haven't written back yet. But yeah, so that was my Monday. And I'm very glad that we managed to get him out of the street, but yeah, it was the cute cat with the curled up ears. Oh, Diane Keaton died. Oh no. It's fine for them. They don't, doesn't really bother them, truly. So yeah, that was the whole thing with the cat. And I'm hoping that it's just that the person is very young and that they will eventually mature out of this. But oh my gosh. And we were talking about it, like, they posted a reward on the Lost Cat ad, which is a fairly common practice. And it would never be the main reason why I try to help a lost cat. Because you know me. But we were joking that in this case, if they decide to eventually send in the reward, I won't say no. Because it was so stressful. It was such a stressful day for everyone. Me, Mr. E, the cat. I would still love more Emmy babies, but so glad. Yeah. It's the same, like my cats will never have babies, and I think it might have been cute to see what kind of babies they would have had, but at the same time, there's plenty of cats. This is like your typical Facebook Marketplace nightmare story. Poor cat too. Aw, thank you. I'm not sure either the cat or the owner really wanted each other. Age doesn't excuse whatever. It doesn't, but it explains it a bit. Like the lack of maturity and the cluelessness. It was not a Siamese cat. It was a really odd cat breed, which is something else that I'm kind of annoyed about. Cat from breeds. A watercolorist. Hi. Bonsoir. It's evening for you. It's afternoon for me. So bon après-midi. But yeah, like it's a fancy cat breed. So it's expensive, And you're like, okay, you lost your expensive cat far from your place. First of all, why did you bring the cat in the first place? But anyway, you lost him. And then, like, I keep trying to see what I would do in the same situation, and I would do everything differently. So it's very difficult to make sense of what happened, you know. It, like, with the very limited information that I have, it has this vibe of someone wanting a cat for the like a trend or something, like not for uh, the task of taking care of a pet or something. Does that make sense? An American curl. Yeah, it was a similar breed. It was a curl of some sort, like sort of a tabby cat in coloring, like brown tabby, but with the curled up ears and just a stub for a tail. I couldn't figure it out because that's another thing. Like the Lost Cat poster, they didn't even describe the cat or gave his name on it. It was just like, oh, a photo. Have you seen him? Reward. Like, okay. So yeah, and it doesn't show on the photo that the cat didn't have much of a tail. So for the first few initial sightings, I would often catch just the sight of a butt running away. And I was like, oh, okay, what's this? And it kind of looked like a like a little dog butt, as far as I could tell, because it was not a fluffy cat, there was no tail, and I couldn't see like the face and the butt at the same time at that point. And I was like, what's this animal? Who's this? And then eventually I saw the whole animal in one shot, and I was like, oh, so that face belongs to that butt. Okay, cool. Got it. Like a description, because it's such a characteristic animal, like a few elements of description, like, okay, fine, we can see the ears on the photo, that's good, but for everything else, it might have helped to have a bit of a description or anything. And it didn't even say if it was like chipped or anything. Though I was wondering, and perhaps you guys have thoughts on the matter, but you know how you usually microchip pets? That's really awesome, Potato Pirate. Good job, Potato's teenage son. You can do it. It's awesome. So yeah, I was wondering, like, let's say you lose a pet and the pet is microchipped. Is there a sort of worry that like if a pet is not microchip and you mention it, are people more likely to steal the pet and keep him? You know what I mean? I keep wondering why they don't microchip older senile folk. I mean, or you know, just give them an AirTag bracelet or something. For the people who have a bit more of a difficult time remembering where they are or what they do, whatever, like, it can be bad, right? I'm gonna try to paint this without inking it first. Something else that I wanted to experiment with, but I don't know how far to push everything before I get to it. Like how clean the sketch has to be, how dark. Am I gonna have the patience to see through? That kind of stuff. I wish I could have a cat, but I work long days. I mean, I I like that you are aware of that and that you don't decide to get a pet regardless. Oh, dirty blue, oh no. Our babies are chipped, but if someone had them, it would only be if they took them to the vet that they would see our details. That's fair, but it's like, I don't know. I was just trying to think of but the chip also open their food bowls. Like I was just wondering, like it would never cross my mind to do something malicious, but I know that some people are not nice, and I keep wondering things about, let's say you lose a bet and you offer a reward. Are you gonna have people that will try to sort of like quote unquote steal pets just for the potential of a reward? Is that a thing? Pretty sure there's a special hell for those people if it's a thing, but yeah. Dante is chipped and registered too. His chip moved though and is in an unusual place, so not everyone finds it. You can put their chip number on their tag and the website to look up your address. Oh, that's good to know, Cherry. Thank you so much. Or Chérie. How do you say it? The French way? Yeah, my cats are old and we didn't get them chipped back then. But if I had a cat now, I would obviously get them chipped. Of course, put your phone number on their name. Tag is good too. Yeah, the air tags. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like now a tracker of some sort, whether it's an air tag or an other kind of tracker, is a really good idea for a cat that goes outside, even if ideally cats should stay inside. But yeah, so at least that, and then the chip, and then a tag, a medal of some sort with the phone number and the name of the pet. Don't put your address on your pet tags. Back the rats did with. Oh, that's good! Yay! What kind of treats did you give them? I keep going back and erasing more because you can't really erase pencil once you've painted over it. The French way. Okay, so chérie. Good. I'll try to remember that. Anna did it and we had progress with their taming. Luna managed to go from 1 paw on me to 3. Aww! Carmel went from never touching. Aw, that's adorable! They love their malt paste on the stuff. out. Try so hard to stay within the line and then you just do a big next to it. Good job, me. Can't really look at chat right now, so if you have something important to say, just hold it up. I don't want to miss it, but can't look. Finish this while it's wet. Otherwise, it's just bad news. As two cats and they escaped one time. One of the cats can open doors by pulling. Oh no. One that opened the door came back really fast. The other one. Oh no. I mean, a day is not too bad considering, but still. The girls sometimes drink from the water balls together holding hands. Oh. Oh, and I agree with Lewis. 3 cats and 7 doggies. Oh, wow. They like peas in water? Like what, like frozen peas? If so, that's really cute. Okay, switcheroo time. It's this one. Just a little bit moist still. The cats are over the building works, but good. Hubby cleaned the outdoor tank and said something to... Oh no! Whoops! Poor fishies! Only a wandering cat. Oh, that's really cute. I did them and they like it. I will be... Oh, yes, please! I do not have pets. They're only grow fat. Oh. I mean, I think, well, at least I know I do. Rat peas are like big balls. No clue about the peas part, but mine used to jump in the bath with me. Oh my gosh! What am I doing today? I'm struggling with paper stretching. Try this glow again. He did and kept us from doing... Oh my gosh. Wow. So we've probably already asked, but what do you do with them in the winter? Do you bring them in, or are they like able to stay in their pond for the winter? Hey Melissa, hi. In the winter, they eat a lot less, but they are okay in the cold. But I am me, so they get a floating. Aww, that's sweet. Man, they are hardy little creatures indeed. Like they survive doing the thing that they all tell you not to do when you grow up in a place that has like cold weather and water eventually. Like whatever you do, don't stay in the cold water, otherwise you're gonna have hypothermia. And the fishies are like, meh. We're fine, no biggie. Why is watercolor about 50% watching paint dry? I don't know what to do now. The first winter, they scared the business out of me because the heater created a small current water kind and they were all frozen in place while it bobbed around. Oh no! Little turkeys were just being lazy and going for. If by the end of the month temperature doesn't drop to at least 35, y'all have to deal with this subject 24. Oh no! Wait, Celsius? Oh, that's toasty. What part of the world do you live in? Some cats are loners, some cats like company. It really depends on the cat. Sorry, I swear they have personalities. Question for English speakers: is a casket um very good question. I'm not a native English speaker, but I've only used it. I've only heard it used for coffins. They're like, meh, I'll survive. Hey, waiting for paint to dry allows you to paint something else. Yeah, but I already have two things that I'm waiting for paint to dry. So, I don't really have a third thing ready to go. Okay, so how about we play with this one, right? Why not? Let's give it a whirl. A cask of wine. Oh yeah. Casket of trinkets. Apparently it comes from the old French word cassette. Oh, now cassette tape makes sense because it's in a box. So we have cassette de peinture in chat. Let's go for a piece of that one. I had a stage 5 clinger cat earlier today. Excuse me, I barely know you. Felt very much like one of those. Ma'am, this is a win. Aww. Was it one of your own cats or was it a visitor cat? I'm gonna drop a bit of water on these first. As far as I remember, they re-wet fine, but you know, it's always a good idea to re-wet the paints a little bit. Auntie Patience, hello. A visitor cat. Aw. A new friend. Or an old friend. Or just a friend. What are everyone's favorite colors for a fall palette? Ooh, difficult. It's hard to think of a palette in terms of a single favorite color. It's usually like a like an ensemble thing. Had a stage 5 pain in the butt cat. Où est la cassette de peinture? Good French, good French. I mean, she went full koala bear on me. I couldn't move. I'd call her Velcro. Oh, that's a very cute name for a cat. I love that. La cassette de peinture. That's box of paint. Cassette de peinture. Yeah, I feel like a very classic fall palette would have to be sort of jewel tone, intense but slightly muted colors. And then perhaps a couple of a lighter color like a gray, because the sky is often gray in the fall. And yeah, a light sienna color that might be useful as well. Now spoken is another story. Oh yeah. There are so many sounds in French that are very peculiar. Literally, autumn watercolor palette is how Ev and I first got talking to each other. I remember it. Yeah. Yep. I thought the same when Melissa mentioned. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I'm not sure I remember all of the like the sequence of events, but I remember I had put together a selection of colors for fall. I think it was 2017. And it was all Daniel Smith colors. And I had made a video on it. And then Otto messaged me about it. And we started talking. And the rest is history, as they say. I wonder if I still have it. Hold on. Find it. I sorted out all my paint related stuff recently, but I end up with so many swatches and charts and whatnot that I had a moment where I scanned all of them and got rid of the original, so I probably have the scan somewhere. Because it ends up taking up a lot of space, guys. It's not too hard for me, it's just different language. Yeah, that's a fair point. Starting from Spanish, I think speaking French is not that far off. And the other way around too. I had Spanish classes in school ages ago, and it was a bit it was made easier to learn from the fact that I could speak French too. Was it custom palette fall? Yeah, I think that's it. Sounds early, but I guess we're just that old. Let's go another Spanish main language speaker. We are up to at least 3 more. Yep, it's that video. Oh man. I don't know what bugs me the most. Like the fact that it's 2017, so like what, 8 years ago, or the fact that it was just 2 years before COVID. Like I don't know what bugs me the most. The historic first conversation. Yeah. I mean, was it? Yeah, 2025, 2017. That's 8 years, right? TV Wonders posts beautiful fall pads. I'm putting one of hers. Ooh, wait, hold on. The only Stevie Wonder I know doesn't paint. At least because I found Avenue about 7 years ago. Oh my gosh. What is time? What is the concept of time? Why? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Stevie is how she spells it. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I'll have to remember to check it out. That's a good use for the craft paper gum tape thingy. You can take notes on it. Perylene, anything and everything is so pretty. What Perylene things are there? You have Perylene green. You have the red, the violet. There's often quite a few variants of the red one, like maroon, whatever. If did the found palette turn out? What do you mean? Which found palette? So many palettes. Do the areas on the sides fit half pan? Very good question. They look like they would, but pans. Full pans, half pans. Okay. Sure. If you get the magnetic ones, you could just plop them in there and they will stay put. Not quite. I could probably tinker with it or get a smaller one and jam it in there, but vintage one, I mean one of the lives you were cleaning it. The one, yeah, the one from last week, the big one. I've worked on it a bit more. There was a part of it that came that broke off in a way, and I don't really know what to do with it. I don't know how to fix it. Like this one. So this part here, like the springy part, it's supposed to spring like this, but one of the things on the side was a bit weak and detached, and I don't know yet how to fix it. I'm a bit annoyed at the amount of rust in it. I don't really know. There's a couple of things that I would have to, I don't know if you could see, like this part kind of came like detached. It's supposed to be attached so you can, you know, bring it back and forth to hold the pans in. But that's the only thing. Oh, have a good night, a watercolorist. Hey, Barbara, hello. What else was it that broke? That's it, as far as I know. That's the only thing that broke. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to... I could probably, you know, use it anyway, like, because the way it's set up, if I put the pans in here, I can, like, stuff a half pan in here. And if I manage to, like, stick a half pan in here, it would probably hold this side in place too. But yeah, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm a bit bothered by the rust. You know my history with it. I don't know, is it actually rust or just... doesn't look like rust. It just looks like stains. I might try to. I mean, there are other areas that look a bit more rusty, but this at the bottom kind of looks more like paint dirt. So I might have a second go at cleaning it with water. I keep a silicone bag in there. It's silica bags, and it's to make sure there's no moisture. Because rust or gunk reveal next week. Stay tuned, folks. That I can do that if you want. Yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. And I was a bit bothered by the part detaching, so I kind of set it aside. I was like, you need to not panic. You need to like think and put your MacGyver brain to work and see what you can do. If you need custom pants for old palettes, I mean, I know, but I can't print. I don't have one. I don't have a 3D printer, sadly. Otherwise, I would be unstoppable. I would have a bajillion weird palettes. Navel jelly. I've never heard of that before. What's that? I'll write it down on my craft tape. Mais ça va bien. It will work. Yeah, I keep all the... When I get silica bags from anything, I kind of put them aside because I put them in everything. Well, I can print them for you. I mean, I appreciate it, but we still have shipping to consider, right? I think you are in the Netherlands, possibly? Belgium? Europe? So yeah, so I keep the silica gels. I have quite a few. Navel jelly is the stuff they use to get rust off tools and bolts. I'll definitely look it up. Oh, the goop. Huh. Navel. Oh my gosh. I find it particularly hilarious that YouTube wanted to censor the navel jelly. It's like, is that some sort of euphemism for something? What's happening? Meant to send you some paint anyways. I mean, we can definitely talk about it because I have quite a few odd palettes. I can do a little tour of my odd palettes that are in various states of I want to say disarray, but I'm just slowly and tentatively trying to clean them up. I've shown you the one that are partly painted, right? So this one, I'm trying to remember what part goes what. I think this is the bottom of this one. And I think that's the flap. If I remember right. So this is the mixing tray for this one. Mostly done. I still have to give it a pass because there's a bit of a repair here that's visible. And then that goes in the bottom, which is this part here, which is mostly done, but at the same time I struggle to get the this part of the hinges with my setup, so I might try one last pass. And this one. Hey, Durwood, hello. Haven't been able to make it to like long. Hey, dude, really though, that's a really fun name. Hi, it's nice to see you. And then this is the lid, I think. But something happened with spray painting, and I have weird lines. I don't know. So that's one. One in here. That's the bottom with the mixing lid. This one, I wanted to do one last white spray inside before I do the exterior, and it goes with this lid. So basically like this. So I can have, we only need the measurement of the hands. Yeah, we can message about that. Definitely. Then I have a bunch of partly sanded, partly cleaned up things. So this is the lid of one. This is another one. This one is just a regular schminke tray that I'm gonna finish sanding and spray. This is the other part of this one. So yeah, what I'm finding is that a lot of the old sets have either no pans at all, or they have this kind of pans. And there's not a lot of equivalent in the modern day. As you can see, this one is still not completely, this one is not done at all actually. This goes here, and then this goes in here somewhere. Oh, this way. No, this way. And then this is the lid. I send very well. Well, thank you. I try. I have a couple of different grits, and I do my best. But yeah, this is satisfying. These less so. As you can see, there's a lot of the enamel goop still, so I used alcohol to clean most of it, because that means less dust, but then you have to sand it. And then there's always these trays that are a pain in the butt to sand. This one is not so bad, but I have others that are so rusted underneath. Hey, Leslie, hi. That's one. Is this one? This one is the kind that didn't have any particular pans for this. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do. I have like aluminum tape that I might be able to do something, but I still have to finish sanding it. As you can see, sorry, you can kind of see perhaps how the rust kind of creeps back in if you let it sit for too long unpainted. Like, it's sanded, but it has this sort of brownish tint to it. And yeah, this one, I mean, I could have kept it as is, but then I saw this really unfortunate character on the lid, and I was like, you know what? No thanks. Oh, there's that. I gotta go. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Carla Smith. I hope you have a great weekend and week. Off to make book cloth. Hey, have fun, Wallflower. I'm almost done anyway. It's 4 p.m. So it's. Just gonna show more palettes, unless you guys want to see something else. That's also fair. Or you just want to go. What about you? I have best food this week. I had a bunch of snacks for my birthday, so I ate a bunch of things that were quite delicious. But we made pretty tasty muffins earlier today. This is one. mixing tray is pretty simple, and then the cover. Nails. This is the Schminke one that I'm redoing the insert, and then I have one last one that I think is very cool, but I can't really finish it for now because I don't have the kind of spray that I want for it. So this one, I know it's odd, but I would like to just spray it with a transparent spray because it has such an interesting patina on it. I need a few tins for a few gifts. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the birthday wishes. So yeah, I asked my friends to give me snacks for my birthday because I'm old and I don't have a lot of space for stuff anymore. So food is always welcome. Then there's also, that's the insert. And I still have a bit of cleaning up to do. But yeah, look at the sort of rainbow on this one. So I thought it might be fun to just keep it there. It would be weird to mix on it, but I like the sheen. And then I'll just have to put this back in. I don't remember. Oh, it goes this way. Oh yeah, that's that. And that's the little rod that goes in there. And that's all the ones that, oh, sorry, that I have in the works at the moment. So I don't really, not like I can, I have more work than I have time, but it's fun. I'm just a bit bummed that it's going to be too cold to spray paint anymore soon. And yeah, I'm not done with a lot of these, but I needed to leave the room for a quick moment. My cat was asleep across the room. So I left a bunch of paint opens. I came back and he was laying in the middle. Oh, no! I hope everything is okay. I hope you don't have a rainbow-colored cat now. They're little butts, aren't they? It's just like Scout with the forbidden water I was mentioning earlier. Why? Don't go there. Somehow he doesn't seem to have any paint on his paws, but my heart just stopped. Oh man, I know what you mean. Happy birthday, thank you. What kind of snacks are you go to? Anything that is dairy-free. I'm more of a sweet tooth than a savory tooth, so I like sweet stuff. But yeah, the main thing I try to go for is to find stuff that is dairy-free. Because, yeah. Like, chocolate will disappear really quickly. Very nice job on the... Thank you so much, Paolo. If you're truly desperate to spray paint something in winter, you can do it inside a garbage bag in the bathroom. I don't have an exhaust fan. We have a fan, but it's rubbish. And it's not pulling anything. It just makes a lot of noise. I don't understand the no water. I know. I think she's doing it just to be a little butt. Like this cat likes to spite people on purpose. Like she had a type of like litter, like the stuff you put in the box for a while that was corn based, and it was really annoying because it would cling to her and we had to clean her paws. And then she figured out that if she takes her dusty paw and put the corn dusty paw in the water, it makes corn glue. So she would walk around and leave glue everywhere. And we were like, okay, this is not working out. We switched to a clay one. And now it doesn't stick to her paws, but I'm pretty sure she's trying on purpose to find ways to scoop up the litter when she's done and to carry it with her and to leave it in places just to spite us. She's a troublemaker. So yeah, so I have the bowl of forbidden water, I have the bowl of clean water, and she will jump up. She's not supposed to jump on in here. They know that. And then she will head straight for the freaking forbidden water. I'm like, why? It's gotta taste like butt. Oh man, cats, seriously. I love that cat already. Oh my gosh, she's such a pain in the butt. Are you surprised to find out that she's a tortoiseshell? She's a tricolor cat. He has been such a butt the last few days. He's been so good about letting me sleep, but the last few nights he's been sitting on my chest and meowing his... Yeah, I know that feeling. If the cats are hungry, you won't be able to sleep. And unfortunately, they have like endless pits instead of stomachs. They're flustered about the cat being an arse. I mean, she's like redefining the cats being an arse thing on a daily basis. Like it's unbelievable the creativity of this cat when it comes to chaos. Cat really seems to love. I think they strive by the fact that any attention is good attention, and if they have your attention, you can ask for food. They can ask for food. I think that's how they roll. They figured out that if they can make you get up, even if it's because they do something bad, you will feed them anyway. I'm like, I don't have pets, but I know the moment I'll get them, I'll keep them away from my paints. Oh, you have to. It's just not a good deal on any angle you look at it. Bear will look hubby straight in the eyes and start to dig up her new car. Yep, that's the vibe. But what the subject didn't know is that the pets always find a way to sneak around and drink it. Seriously. So my paint water, okay? This is the thing that I keep forgetting about because it didn't used to be an issue. But it's the lid I put on top. And recently I was like, haha, I thought about putting the lid on top. And we heard her trying to remove this from the forbidden water. It thwarted her plan, like we heard her, so we came rushing and we're like, you are a piece of... And she knows she did something wrong because she ran off. And then he knocked all the bottles down from the shower. I shot out of bed like a cartoon character and slept. Oh my gosh. Oh no. It's the fact that they can also be dominant. Not all. They are chaos. Cats are chaos. You know how dogs usually thrive with the structure and like rules and whatnot? Well, cats are kind of the opposite. Evie actually sasses back vocally at us if we won't let her do something she wants to. Yeah, Scout will do that too at some points. She has like allergies and she scratches her face a lot, and we try to stop her, and she knows that if she scratches her face, it kind of creates a negative like reaction from us, and but it's also something like it will hurt her, it will annoy her. So whenever she scratches her face, she makes a weird goblin noise while she does it. So we're like, what are you trying to do? Are you... Because if you make that noise, we will for sure notice that. We will know because you only make this noise when you scratch your face. And we will get there quickly to try and stop you from making new holes in your face, you know. But yeah, and sometimes if I pick her up and she doesn't want to be picked up, she will let me know vocally, very loudly. Like, what the heck? You're just a little cat, shut up. My guy used to have talking buttons and I had to trash them. Might be time to stop. You just go and press all the buttons just to get you to get up. I don't regret anything and I would do it again. That's absolutely the mindset. That's absolutely what they think. Yeah, nothing you're saying is making me want to have a cat. That's fair. Said, I will never get another cat, and if I do, it won't be a white one. Guess what I have now? Aww. I was not a cat person, and mine can be total butt heads, but they are amazing and endless surprise. That, yeah, cats are they are chaotic, but not all of them are chaotic in a bad way. And you never really know what kind of character your cat is going to have. I think a sort of rule of thumb of the cat world is that the cat chooses you. So, yeah, if you sort of willingly choose a cat, it's fine. But a lot of cats found their own humans themselves. Oh, ouch, Melissa. Ow. So some cats are chaotic. Yeah, pretty much. Some are chaotic good. Really. Have a good night, a watercolorist. I think I'm more of a frog person. Oh, that's really cool. But yeah, rule of thumb with cats is they will find you. They find their human. And there's not a lot you can do about that. Chaos abounds. Yeah, I'm about to end it anyway. I gotta, stretch and drink water and the usual lozenges and all that. Oh, but my neck is really in need of a big stretch. Why won't a ginger cat come and find me? Oh, I wish one would. There's definitely one out there for you at some point. Oh, that's lovely, Auntie Patience. I can bear the thought of not having Evie. She is a source of entertainment with her chaos, but also the most affectionate little thing ever. She always knows when I need her to snuggle and purr. That's the thing, like, yeah, cats will be chaotic, but they will have their good moments too, and the good moments will be really good. I have to tell the story of my cat choosing me someday on the Discord. If it hadn't happened to me, I'm not sure. Oh, you absolutely have to share that. I want to know. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here today. It was a bit of a um, um, all over the place, but yeah. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some more progress done on the pins, and maybe I'll be able to share that in the next stream. I might have to move the members only stream this week because Thursday is going to be difficult, but yeah, let me know. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And we will see each other in the next video or the next stream or on the Discord. Link is in the description. And again, thank you so much. Have a great day. Good luck, Potato Pirate. And see y'all next time. Bye bye.